Hey, what's up? I'm Basil Barrington, and I am back. Let me take my glasses off. Just here with another entertainment news update, DJ Chit Chat, whatever it's going to be, the Sunday brunch. I am shooting on a new lens. I am shooting on the Rane 23mm f1.2. It's about 4 feet away from me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. I also have my Sennheiser MKE 600 shotgun microphone. So that's where the audio is coming in. And I also have like a Rode NTG video mic on the camera. So that's what's going on. So what do I want to talk about today? Okay, first of all, the first thing I want to talk about, I'm just giving you an update on my XDJ-AZ. I've had it for about 2 months, 3 months. I've been playing around with it. Everything is good. I love the device. It's very cool. It's very huge. It hasn't gone anywhere where it's just like set up in my DJ studio. And I mostly use it for live streaming. So that's pretty cool. I will say this though about the AZ. It's sort of rare that I use Rekordbox with it. I think, when it comes to Alpha Theta Pioneer DJ, they're releasing all of this really cool DJ gear. The software is just, it's lacking a little bit, And I just noticed it's a little glitchy sometimes. I may sort of set everything up, set up my beat grids, lock everything in, tempo, the whole nine, right? Save it on a thumb drive, put the thumb drive into the AZ for standalone mode, and the next thing you know, it's acting weird. It's jumping, BPMs are jumping from 120 to 140 and stuff like that. So ridiculous, right? So I'm just like, okay. So I'd rather use like Serato and Virtual DJ with it. And I mostly use Serato with it. So, so it's kind of like almost, I guess it's 60-40, 60 Serato, 40, sort of virtual DJ. I use it with virtual DJ because I do like the stem separation. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't really used it with Rekordbox because it's just not that tight. So that's my update with the XDJ AZ. Speaking of DJ controllers, Rane came out with the Rane 1 MK2. I will say this about that device. I don't have it with me. First of all, Rane did a really great job at promoting this thing. If you notice the difference between when Alpha Theta released a new DJ controller or a new piece of DJ gear, only a few YouTubers get that gear to promote it like when it's being released. But if you look at the Rane 1 Mark II, so many DJs, so many YouTubers, they had that gear on the day and they released videos. So it's like I saw like maybe 20 videos of like people just talking about this, and they had the physical gear. They had the physical piece of hardware. So that's pretty cool. Rane did a good job at marketing that, promoting that. I will say this, the other thing too, right? So I'm looking at the device, I'm looking at some videos about it, the whole nine, and I'm just like, it's a 2-channel DJ controller, it's motorized, jog wheels, the whole nine. And I'm like, yo, you know what? That thing looks like a open format beast. Imagine, like, so I just got the, I just got the Roland, not the Roland, the Reloop Mixon Pro 8. And I was playing with it, it's really cool when you connect it with the iPad, because it has the iPad slot. And I'm just, again, I'm just trying to like put together like a list setup so when I go out to these lounges and rooftop bars, I can just go out with a DJ controller and my iPad. So that's pretty cool. But when you look at that device, and when it came out, it was like basically $1,300. And I did it, my first review of it, I said, no, this is not worth $1,300. I think it's worth $900 or $800. And people were like, oh, what about the like effects paddles and everything else? I'm just like, dude, what about the mirrored like setup? Come on, right? So back to the Rane 1 MK2. I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, yo, this thing looks pretty tight. I'll give you some things I like about it just right out the box. I like the color of it, the sort of like the colors of the pads and everything else. That's kind of cool. So if you're really in a dark DJ booth or something like that, you'll be able to see stuff. I like the fact that it has legs. when you sit it down, it's like the same height as your turntables. That's pretty cool. It is a USB-A, but I heard that they provide a USB-A to USB-C cable, so that's cool. And it's $1,500. That's $1,500. It's 2 channels. You know, imagine if you're just like going out, you're doing like a bar, you're doing like a rooftop, you know, you're like a mobile DJ, you're a wedding DJ, you only need 2 channels. You know, just thinking about like if I should get this thing or not, I'm not sure. I think I should because it's a beautiful looking piece of equipment. You know, works seamlessly out the box. So this is like out the box, the Rane 1 MK2 works seamlessly with Serato, Virtual DJ, and DJ Pro. And I think that's really it for me. You know, the only thing that's missing is like an iPad slot, you know, but I may have to like pick that up because it looks like an important piece of gear to have. So I need to check that out. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is this new sort of like this new sort of like live DJ streaming platform that's about to be released on September 1st, LFG TV. And I saw this guy like Graham Farmer, he did a video of it, like, hey, you know, he's just so hyper and everything talking about it, right? And I'm just like, and then if you go to the LFG TV YouTube channel, they have like all types of social, TikTok, you know, Instagram, the whole nine. And they just have all these shorts where, you know, DJs are just talking about stuff, right? You don't see anyone talking about the actual product, right? Like no one demoing the products, no one demoing a beta. You don't even know what the product looks like. You just see these DJs and they're just talking about the product. Now, the other interesting thing about this product is I think the cut is 50-50. So the cut is 50-50. I'm not sure if they have deals with majors. I'm not sure. But you will get paid an LFG coin. So when I think of something, you know, a word and then after the word or after the acronym coin, I immediately think about crypto, right? Because I'm a crypto investor, right? So I understand this stuff, right? So I'm just like, well, wait a minute. LFG coin. So I go into coin market cap to just see if this thing is available, right? And if it's been platformed on like different exchanges and stuff like that, right? There is some information about LFG coin on coin market cap. It looks like it's about 815 holders. The largest holder has almost like 500 million coins. And then there's no ICO, which is an initial coin offering. It's not on any exchanges either, right? And if you're in America, and if this thing is on like an exchange outside of America, can we get to it? Because a lot of those exchanges are blocked. We can't get to them. We got to do all this goofy stuff just to get to, you know, an exchange in another country. That's kind of goofy. I'm not doing that. I can't really, you know, make an opinion of it, you know, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it looks like. I did sign up for an account, you know, to save my, you know, profile name. But yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what this thing looks like because I don't know what it looks like. There's nothing like online about like, you know, anyone showing like behind the scenes of like what this thing looks like. And again, I'm not sure if they have a deal with the majors. You know, when Graham Farmer was talking about, he was like, you know, talking about Twitch and Mixcloud, and there's no other platform that does this. It's like, yes, there is a platform that does this. It's called Mixcloud, you know, where you can DJ without any issues because Mixcloud actually signed a deal with the majors. But I've been saying this all along, right? As soon as YouTube signs a deal with the majors, and they will, I think that eventually YouTube will say, hey, let's sign a deal with the majors so we can get these DJs to be able to do live DJ streams. Once that deal is signed with YouTube, Twitch is gone for DJs. Mixcloud is not a business anymore. It's just like that, right? So LFG TV, not quite sure what it's about, but, and that's maybe by design because again, they have a lot of shorts, they have a lot of reels, they have a lot of ticks, and it doesn't really say anything about the actual product, the actual software. How does it look? What is an LFG coin? Is it actually a crypto? No one says that. No one has said anything about like if LFG coin is a crypto. I think it's a crypto. And then if you go into the DJ subreddit and type in like, LFG TV, there's a sort of a thread people talking about this, and you can see the FOMO bros, the crypto bros are there, like, hey, great, can't wait. I hate Amazon. All this stuff is just like, this is an ad, So it's going to be interesting, but I will say this before, I wrap this up. If you think about NFTs and when artists were all moving off of Spotify and putting their albums up as NFTs. The problem with that was their fans did not understand crypto. They did not have wallets. They did not understand exchanges. They did not have ETH. They did not understand gas fees, right? So on this DJ live streaming platform, if the way your fans pay a DJ is by this LFG coin, which could presumably be crypto, well, those fans will need a wallet. Those fans will need ETH. Those fans will need to be on an exchange. And if this LFG coin is on an exchange outside of America, outside of North America, it may be a problem. Just saying. So again, I'm going to really, once this thing is out, I'm going to like whatever it costs. If it's like, hey, you can sign up for like $80, I'm going to sign up for $80 because I really want to see what this thing is. And I think it's important that in this DJ community, definitely the DJ community on YouTube, right? It's important that we talk about things, talk about products, talk about hardware, talk about software, and really be honest about it, and not just talk about things that just aren't true and we're just doing it for, just to make money. And I'm not saying that's the way the DJ community is because I've never seen that yet. And maybe it's because I just don't follow everyone in the DJ YouTube community, but I haven't seen that yet. But when I saw this LFG TV thing and when I signed up and when I, copied the terms of service and I saw like it was a LFG coin and everything, it just looks really interesting. And again, I think when this thing is released, I think the YouTube DJ community should take a look at it, really do its due diligence, put it through its paces, and come back, make videos and talk about the service and speak about what is it really. So there you have it. Until next time, peace.